Welcome to episode 2 of The Buck Stops Here. We're just getting ready for our first league game of the season where we're away against York. I've had to make one change from my preferred starting lineup as Aaron Hayden has unfortunately picked up an injury that's going to keep him out for about a month. So I've had to bring Shane Sutton in as the centre back to partner Stephen Arthurworry. Let's just take a quick look at Shane Sutton. So tackling and aerially very good, plenty of leadership. Technically, again, well, he's a limited defender and he's not going to offer us too much going forwards, but as long as he's nice and solid at the back, that's the key thing. Pre-season, he was coming on as a sub, playing 6s and 7s, so hopefully he's going to be fairly dependable at the back and do the job back there for us. Only selected 10 players, so I guess that again I've had Ryan Barnett removed from the team for me. Yeah, that seems to be happening quite a lot, but let's just pop Barnett back in there and let's see if it'll allow me continue. So I've selected a captain, so it's going to be Shane Sutton stepping in there with a leadership of 18. Seems an excellent choice, so I'll agree to that. And there we are. So we can see there's 1,903 people attending here at Bootham Crescent for the opening day of the season, so a bit of a bumper crowd on the opening day. York, they're playing a nice and aggressive formation there, so 4-4-2 or 4-2-4, depending on your perspective, I suppose, and we're sticking with our 4-2-3-1 lineup. It's kick-off. York starting off with the ball. Sutton instantly into the game and makes a good interception. And we get the cross in. Ooh, and Marsden there going close, but Simpson just able to tip it behind for a corner. See if anything comes off the corner. Michaela takes it in, and nope. It's put behind for another corner, so Michaela's going to trot all the way across. Can we get anything further from this? No, it's cleared safely there by York. York now perhaps with a chance to sort of build an attack from deep, but Sutton, he's had a good opening 3 minutes for us there, stopping another attack. Oh, and York take an early lead. Obviously his first goal of the season. I think that was Parkin there who's opened the scoring for York, beating Singh there at his near post. Yes, it was Parkin who's opened the scoring. So a bit of work to do. Let's see if we can get ourselves back in quickly. Ooh, chance there, but York are able to clear. Keeping the ball reasonably well in midfield, and we've won a free kick there, Lussey being the player fouled. York again now building something, going down the right this time, and Parkin with quite a sensational shot there from 20-25 yards, curling it in, and 7 minutes into the season we're 2-0 down, so most definitely not the start we were looking for. Major concern obviously being sort of with our determination and work rate, it's going to be a real big job for us to come back in. Again, Lussey fouled. Looks like the referee could be taking some further action. Yep, Streven's being shown a yellow card. The second, that's looking like our best way of getting back into this match if York could lose a player, as they've certainly caught us cold here at the start of the season. Barnett there, just too strong there for Michaela. Could certainly do with getting something going. And Heslop now, it looks though he's picking up a yellow card this time. What's the referee going to do? No. Referee's happy just to give him a talking to, it seems. Okay, York again going down the right hand side. As long as they don't get the ball to Parkin, hopefully we'll be safe. No, it's overhit there in the end. Simpson taking a free kick now for York. And Parkin's able to flick it on, but Simpson does well there. Again, we're going down the left through Michaela. But he gets tackled. Michaela again on the left. Not getting too much joy there, it seems, at the moment. Lussey to Jones. Oh. Just before Barnett could shoot, it gets intercepted and cleared. So 20 minutes, still 2 down. Jones pulls one back. Nice through ball there from Marsden, and Jones, who's come a long way in off his right wing there. He's playing as an inside forward, but a long way across there, is able to tuck it in for his first goal of the season. Forey out to Michaela. Jones there with another shot. He definitely seems to have picked up a bit of a taste for goals, it seems, there. Trying his luck again. At least we've got a goal back, so hopefully we can Forey can help make it level the scores. Not quite. Oh, very close there. The Forey flashing it across. Michaela putting it back in, but York are able to clear it for a corner. We got a corner later on, and again York are able to clear that. Simpson with a bizarre ball there, as there was nobody out wide on the right-hand side, so I'm not quite certain what he saw there, but he was certainly the only player who did see it. Wall does its job there on a York free kick. And Michaela with a long ball that Marsden doesn't quite get onto the end of. Strevens there, it's his turn to be fouled, this time by Lussey, but referee decides it's just a free kick, nothing more. Singh only parries a shot there from 25 yards, bit of a concern. I was hoping he'd be able to hold on to that, and Marsden fouls Heslop with a shirt pull. He'll take the free kick and get it out wide to the right. Let's see what else we've got happening now. So throwing for York, it's to park him, but we're able to clear it this time. Strevens. Sutton there making an error at the back, and Strevens on hand to pounce, restore York's 2-goal lead here in the first half. Let's see, there's Barnett now and Lussey. They've kept the ball reasonably well on the whole, it seems. Marsden slips in Jones, and it's parried, and bit of a scramble, but York are able to clear it in the end, and Simpson just overhits there the ball. Barnett there, in trouble with the ref, but just warned, nothing further there. So York free kick around the halfway line. Seems to nothing's coming of that. Marsden here, standing over a free kick for us, about 25 yards out. He can hit them. And boy can he hit them, what a shot! Curls it in to to bring the scores back to 3-2, 3 minutes before half time, so it looks like they'll probably be going in a goal down at half time. Obviously I'd be delighted if we could pull level before then, but as long as we don't concede another one, that would be the main thing I think at the moment. Barnett looking to release Marsden. Barnett, he's picked up a yellow card. I think that's probably more sort of a totting up process than anything else, as he has committed a few in the first half. Kayla to Lussey to Barnett, and bit of text commentary, but I don't think that's going to lead to anything in half time. So certainly an action-packed first half. John Parkin with a couple of early goals for York. Jones pulling one back for us. Strevens restoring the 2-goal lead with 10 minutes to go before half-time. And then a couple of minutes before half-time, John Marsden opens his account for the season with a quite stunning 25-yard free kick. Let's see what the second half brings, and if we can actually manage to rescue a point, or even better, claim all 3 on the opening day. Curzon Ashton 2-1 up. No doubt that will be pleasing Joe Hannard, who's there, the Curzon Ashton manager, on his save. Jones flicks it on, but to nobody. Simpson there, committing a foul. Let's see what York can do with it. Ferguson's going to take the free kick for them to Heslop. Ferguson now plays it down the line, and that wasn't too far wide actually there from Almond, flashing a shot across the face of the goal. Looks like we've got a throw in here. Yep, Henley's going to take the throw on it first time, and shot's blocked, and York are able to clear it, so we're basically going to end up where we started there with the throw. I think Michaela's going to be taking this one for us. Marsden's chasing, but he's not going to get to that. But we win a fairly cheap corner there, as Simpson couldn't control the back pass, so always a bonus. See if we can do anything with it. No, York are able to clear it, and Felix looking to start a counter. Just too strong for Morgan Smith, otherwise we could have been in some trouble there. Lussey to a Forey. Surely a foul ref. Yep, Heslop picks up the yellow card there for a shirt pull. Probably a bit too far out for Marsden, although, yeah, he decides to pass. Barnett to Michaela, crosses it. It's headed just over there. I think that might have been perhaps Jones or a Forey who headed that one over. Jones to a Forey, he gets tackled. Jones to Marsden. Forey's shot is blocked. We win another free kick as Sutton's fouled. Lussey with the ball. Straight to a Forey to Jones. And we've got another free kick. I think Parslow's the man in trouble, yep, and he picks up a yellow card. So definitely, we know that it's definitely within Marsden's range here. Let's see if he fancies another dip. Nope. Well, he kind of had it after the ball's laid off to him, but not much happening there. Just over the hour mark, so I might give it a couple more minutes before we look at introducing a substitute. I think Barnett will probably be the man to make way as it looks to become just a bit more aggressive in midfield in terms of a more advanced playmaker. There's another free kick we've won. Could do the referee perhaps take some stronger action here. A red card or two would be quite nice. Marsden having a dip there from about 35 yards, but Simpson's able to hold that one. Look to make that change now. Bring Cowans on into the midfield for Barnett. We'll look to just play a slightly more progressive player there in the midfield, see if we can create a few more chances. Well, to be fair, we have created some reasonable chances. It's just not clear cut, perhaps. Jones and Marsden, I think, there finds the side netting after Jones was able to head a forward his cross on. So let's take Barnett is going to be the player who makes way for Cowans. And Cowans, I'm going to give the job of becoming an advanced playmaker as we're going to look to push on. And let's see if we can get something from this game. So Harrogate in the lead. Kidderminster 3 up against Chorley, so a good start for them. Make the substitution there. He's very slowly making his way onto the pitch. Lussie looking to find Jones, but York are able to intercept. Alman going down the left, Parkin. Just try to shoot from everywhere, I think, but he's on a hat-trick, so perhaps slightly understandable. Even if that was a bit of an ambitious effort, I think would be the best way of putting it. Yeah, good claim there from Singh. Lussie's taken a knock. That is something I could do without. Let's take a look, see how he's doing. Hopefully he's going to be able to see the game out, but I think yeah, York are now operating more defensively. Still waiting to be able to take a look at some tactics. No, Michaela still unchallenged. Still waiting to look at some tactics. So at this rate, Lussie's going to complete the game before I get a chance to see how he is doing physically. Parkin's going off, so that hopefully is going to take away a major goal threat for York. I mean, those first 10 minutes he rattled in a couple there. Am I getting a chance to look at my tactics? I am. So let's take a look. C was Lussie, wasn't it? He still seems okay. I'm wondering just about taking him off. Maybe bring on Barnes Homer. Can I move? Yeah, can't really move Marsden back though. That's the only issue that I've got, perhaps. I'm going to stick with it, I think, at the moment. Any other option might be... No, I'm going to leave Marsden just there. I was thinking about just moving him up top. I'm going to keep... let's move to an attacking formation, actually. Let's just get the team up. Stick with that, I think. I'm happy with that. Defence... yeah, let's stick with that. Time wasting, no, so that's good. Okay. Let's just go more attacking. Salford 3-1 up at Darlington. Cowans to Lussie. Back to Cowans. Jones firing just over. Again, drifting in off that right wing. So he's popping up in all kinds of places, causing problems for York. Lussie, he picks up a yellow card now. 5 minutes to go. I'm getting desperate here, chasing the game. Newton taking his time over the free kick, it must be said. Can't blame him, but Simpson crosses. We scored a Forey on his debut, first goal of the season, and it looks though he's rescued a point for us there with a header at the near post. Let's see if either team can find a winner in the last couple of minutes. Marsden chasing. Parslow's got that one covered. Law. Free kick to York. Have we got anybody in for any further trouble? No. 4 minutes of stoppage time added on. I've seen the refs put on. Newton free kick goes wide. To be honest, we'd be happy with a point at the moment, but if we could somehow squeeze all three, take that, I think. And Rankin really should have done much better with that. Can't help but feel that Parkin would have put that away to complete his hat-trick and rescue the win there for York. Singh taking the goal kick. Last chance saloon now for either team. Simpson on the ball. Sutton there with a good header. If Jones can get to that, Parslow covers there, blocking Ofori, and that's full time. Rankin certainly should feel as though he could have won the game there for York, because he had a glorious chance in the second minute of stoppage time. But it finishes 3-3. The only goal in the second half being 2 minutes before time. Ofori with a near post header to get his first of the season, and on his debut, much like Jones managed in the first half. Quite interesting. Scored 2 minutes before half time and 2 minutes before full time as well. And considering that we were 2 down after 10 minutes, we'll definitely take a point here against York. Let's just continue the game. Let's take a look at some results. So, big win for Blythe away from home at Alfreton, but that's not enough to send them top. As Kidderminster managed a 4-0 win against Chorley. Another 4-1 with Salford winning 4-1 at Darlington. Let's see what the result does for us. So we're in 8th, having managed our draw against York. Let's just go to... let's just go here. Put in a solid performance. They played out an entertaining 3-3 draw against York. I think that's a fair way of describing it. Let's just take a look. So our wings were a real threat. Well, Jones scored and was constantly drifting off and having shots. Midfield showed good creativity. Encouraging, as we generally start with 2 ball-winning midfielders. Defence timed the tackles well. Always pleasing to see. It cuts down the number of dangerous free kicks on the edge of the area. We kept possession well in midfield, which I always felt throughout with Lussey and Barnett in there. And we maintained good width, so I think Michaela in particular would have to recognise for that. He is the player who tends to stay out wide. Negatives, lack of steel in midfield, perhaps a bit surprising with 2 ball-winning midfielders. They kept it well, but as they're ball-winning midfielders, I expect there to be plenty of steel in there. Numerous fouls, well, there were a few, but not as many as York committed. Poor shot stopping from the goalkeeper. Maybe could have done perhaps a bit better with the 25-yard effort, but Parkin did seem to hit it well. Midfield were too open without the ball. Again, 2 ball-winning midfielders. That seems quite strange. And despite scoring, the striker didn't test the keeper enough. Well, before he did score, but perhaps he didn't get too many chances, as Jones and Marsden seemed quite keen to be having efforts of their own instead of sort of playing anything through for him. Let's just take a look through on the ratings. So Sutton, who stepped in at the last minute, he picked up 7. Actually, pleasing to see throughout there. So with the exception of Barnett, who picked up 6, 7s, 8s and 9s throughout, including Cowans, who came on. All 3 goal scorers picking up 9, so although before his performance was a negative, he still picked up a 9, so interesting. Let's take a look. Parkin picks up man of the match with his 2 goals and a 10, but they also had the worst player there with Ferguson at the back. Let's just take a look through these stats as well. We can see that we had more shots on target, and more clear-cut opportunities, but York did what they needed to do to get a point. Anyway, just a quick overview there, and just going back to that. So that concludes our first game of the season. The next game of the season is on a Tuesday evening, and it's our first home fixture of the evening, so I'm going to be recording that one as well. Looking forward to seeing you back then for what will become episode 3 of The Buck Stops Here.